Well, we don't seem to have that just yet, but it's something that we've got our eye on and we've got our tabs on. Let's get your pictures, let's get your videos of what's going on. If you're part of the protest, or if you're an onlooker, if you're just seeing what's going on, let's get it as well. Send it into at Channels TV, or you can send it to our eyewitness platform for us to get your pictures and videos. The conversation with Yakubu Datti, General Manager Corporate Affairs of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, continues now as he's still here with me in the studio. So, Mr. Datti, to prevent a situation where we're seeing in the electricity sector where we have labor unions picketing distribution and generation companies as well as a National Assembly, let's go back to where you left off about construction going on at the various airports. A lot of people have said it's rather slow, which brings me also to the issue of having more concession agreements or even the private-public partnership arrangement to try to fast-track infrastructure development at the airports.
Well, right now we have adopted both models to be able to fast-track development. You recall that recently when the ministers visited, the Minister of Transport, Right Honorable Rotimi Chibuike Amechi, and Minister of State Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika. After their visit, they also spoke on the need for public-private partnership, and those are the models we are looking at. Already at the airport, most of our services are concession, like it is internationally all over the world. And we do that to ensure that the growth of aviation is at par, and that our eyes as airport managers is fixed on the core responsibility, which is airport and management. So that's why if you go, you see shops, you see banks, and other concessionaires that are already operating at the airport. So we are looking at those models. We have also tried other models of support and partnership, build BOT arrangements with other concessionaires. We also have some that have problems in terms of the agreements that were structured in very questionable circumstances. So all those are also factors that are also mitigating rushing into concessions that are not clearly defined. If you look at worldwide, the countries that are doing well in aviation, if you look at it like the Gulf regions, the airports are run by government. If you go to Dubai, if you go to Doha, Abu Dhabi, these are airports that are supported massively by government, because aviation and airports is not just about landing and leaving or landing fees or what you get. Is enabling. It enables the economy, because a man can just come with one ticket, and that man comes with billions of dollars to invest in that country or that community. So it goes beyond narrowing down aviation in terms of the balance sheet of profit and loss, because it is actually an enabler and a window that takes people into the community and generate other business activities.
So what's the timeline that FAN is looking at to ensure that this infrastructure facelift that they started or they're trying to do in the next couple of months actually kicks off? Because we also know that the Minister of Transport gave practical matching orders to FAN to ensure that the infrastructure gets the adequate and proper facelift that it deserves, especially for the major international airports that we have in the country. So what's the timeline that we're looking at?
Well, for the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos, we are looking at the end of this year. The contractors are promised to deliver at the end of the year. This is a massive 5-story terminal building that is going to process about more than 5 million passengers. Alongside that project is also the multi-story car park. Most users of the Lagos airport have been complaining of space. So when we have a multi-story car park, which is about 7-story high, it will reduce the traffic congestion and make for easy passenger facilitation. You'll recall that the terminal we operate in was commissioned at about 1978. So you're talking about a facility that is about 4 decades old. Even a human being at that age you have your wear and tear.
Even
yeah.
even the equipment there are also obsolete.
Yes, but there's been a lot of changes in the past. For instance, the immigration tables have increased from about 10 to about 44. We've changed the conveyor belts. We've increased the size of the terminal to bigger to accommodate more people. And the new terminal that is also under construction is going to connect to the old terminal. So you will be able to have facility to process more passengers. All this we're doing to ensure that the Nigerian passenger or whoever flies in our terminals has the best experience available, and that when you step into Nigeria or any other airport or Kano or Lagos or Port Harcourt or Amsterdam or America, you will not know the difference, and that is what we are targeting.
Well, a lot of people seem to know the difference when it comes to relating with customers. They feel that FAN has not properly managed relationships.
Well, what happens at the airports is a reflection of the larger society. In the airports, it's not only the airport management that operates there. We have other people that have statutory responsibility to perform, like the police, the customs, the immigration, and port health services. So we collaborate to offer such services. And it so happens that whenever there is any failure in any of these services in the airports, the blame usually goes to the airport operator, which is actually, we don't shy away from such responsibilities. But these are challenges we are trying to deal with to ensure that no matter the organizations that come to work in the airport, there is harmony and there is also understanding that the airport operator takes responsibility, takes blames for whatever shortcomings there are. Just last month, we got into partnership with the ICPC to help us fight those what was called low-level corruption, because they have the statutory responsibility to do that. And right now they are working quietly behind the scenes to ensure that we tackle those minutes from the roots of it. So very soon, these experiences and these complaints, which we are also not happy about, will be a thing of the past. We're also working in terms of building capacity for the staff, and also working with other agencies and organizations that can offer such services more efficiently, because we are open to concession and working together with the private sector.
Mr. Datti, this conversation doesn't end here. We'll definitely have it in the days to come, especially as we count down to December, when the MMA, Murtala Muhammad International Airport, gets the most desired facelift that we're all waiting for. But thank you so much for coming on the program this morning.
You're welcome.